What's up, everyone? Today I'm going to be going over Google Ads Customer Match. So I'm going to be going over, this is Google's way to target or exclude people using your own customer data. So we'll go over what customer match is, and I will go over exactly how to set up customer match lists within your account, how to target them, the reason why you do it. So we'll go through a little bit of everything throughout this. Real quick, if you're interested in learning more about Google Ads, I do have free training videos. So it's almost 2 hours of free content, about an hour and a half of free content. So if you go to surfsideppc.com, you'll see a big link at the very top here. Click there, it'll bring you to this page. Enter your email address and you can get access to my free training videos. So let's get back into customer match. So we'll go over all of these little details in Google Ads. So the reason that you use customer match is because if I take my existing customers, let's just say I am running any small business that there is, and I have previously, I have 1,500 total customers. So I've been doing this for, let's just say 10 years. I have about 150 customers a year. I have 150 or 1,500 total customers on my customer list. What I can do is I can take those actual customers and upload their information. Google's going to actually match that data to people. So let's come over here to basically what is Google Ads Customer Match. So really simple, your customer data, so from your store, from your customer list, anything that you've collected as far as email addresses, phone numbers, mailing addresses. This works great if you're like an e-commerce company that has 10,000 customers. So if you have a long customer history and you've served a ton of customers, that is a great way to use customer match. For a lot of like local service companies, it does take a while to build up a customer list large enough, and there are some thresholds that you need to hit in order to actually get your customer match list to actually work. Very first thing is understanding some of the thresholds. So requirements for accessing customer match. To access your account or manage your account must have a good history of policy compliance, a good payment history. If it doesn't have those, then your account is usually ineligible. Usually you'll get a notification that like your account is eligible for customer match, or for a lot of accounts, it's ineligible. It is ineligible for a lot of health accounts and any accounts where there's any type of sensitive data. So Google is just not going to allow you to use customer match for sensitive data types of industries. So these are for some of the available customer match features. So using the targeting setting, using the observation setting, using manual bid adjustments, and using exclusions. So basically, if you have an account with 90 days of history and more than $50,000 in lifetime spend, then you can target your customer match lists. That does not mean you can't just go in and exclude customer match lists immediately, because that's all policy compliant accounts. You can use the observation setting for all policy compliant accounts, but essentially you can't target them unless you have $50,000 in lifetime spend. So let's go over a little bit about customer match, and I will go through my little presentation that I prepared here, and basically what it is, how it works, and why I use it. So what it is, your customer data, Google is going to securely match this data to Google accounts. So basically you can choose to show your ads or not show your ads to specific customers. And the other thing that Google is going to do is use your customer match data to expand your existing audience and retargeting lists, and some of these different audiences that you're targeting in Performance Max, Demand Gen, even in your search campaigns, to basically find the people that are going to be the most likely to become your customers. So they're also going to use Google Ads customer match data to use what's called optimized targeting. So optimized targeting is going out and basically finding additional people that are relevant, that are going to be interested in your offers. It's not a perfect system, but it is the best way to say, hey, here's a list of 5,000 customers I've had in the past. Can you go find me some additional customers that are very similar to these customers here? So if your customers are generally high-end, luxury, people that are older age, people that live in certain areas, then with customer match, you're able to find people like that much more accurately and basically go after a better audience than Google may have otherwise shown your ads to. So that's number one, email addresses, phone numbers, mailing addresses. If you're wondering what is a format of, like, what does it look like? So this is essentially a sample list. Email, phone, first name, last name, country, zip code, obviously all fake information here. Instructions is basically, this is the customer match template. This is like the sample file. So you use a CSV file. You don't need the instructions list. And then you create a customer list like this with rows and columns, and basically column headers, and then all the correct information here. These are all the accepted columns that you can use, and column headers. So if you see them all here, Google is going to hash your data before matching. So they basically hash data. So it's not any identifiable information on the Google side. It's basically, we're going to hash the data. We're going to look at this. That's also going to be hashed. And then we'll basically match this to specific users. So Google Ads tools, audience manager, segments, click on the plus sign, add a customer list. That is how you upload, which I will show you shortly. You can make a customer match list as simple as phone numbers, just like this. So I've been doing this for certain clients that get a lot of phone calls, and we've been using this for our targeting in Performance Max campaigns and for our search campaigns, basically using this customer list in any of the campaigns that we're running. And to me, it is showing that we're seeing pretty good results from it. And my understanding was that this also helps us find additional people. So they're going to look at basically build a profile based on all the phone numbers that you have to say, okay, the average person, this is what they look like. This is what they're interested in. This is, this is kind of the profile that they are going to be. So that is going to be what we're looking for when it comes to customer match. So let's come back over here to our presentation and let's get to number 2, how it works. Data preparation internal. So basically you have a big CSV file. You can see my little thing here got cut off, my little AI generated image. Secure upload, anonymous matching, and then you can segment. So when you're uploading, and I'll show you this shortly, you can actually segment by high value customers versus all customers. There's a bunch of different options that you have there. But basically what you're doing is you're saying, now we can use this for Google Ads for our targeting or exclusion lists. So basically the 3 reasons to use it: re-engage your best buyers. So much cheaper and easier to sell people who already know and trust your brand, although not always the reason to run ads. Stop wasting your ad budget. So you can block recent buyers from seeing your ads. So if it's something where you have, it's a 540-day list, to say, hey, if you've purchased from us in the last 540 days, we're generally either not trying to advertise to you, or we don't have a huge repeat customer base. We're trying to engage new customers. Then that's one option that you have. You could also do it on a campaign by campaign basis and say, hey, this is purely a prospecting campaign, and we're going to do our best to basically say, can we maximize our return on investment for this? Clone your top clients. So essentially going to use your brand new audiences look and exactly like your highest spending customers. So let's actually get into Google Ads here. So when we go into Google Ads, any campaign you have, you can go to left-hand side and go to audiences here. Generally for a search campaign, you're going to see audience segments, and that's where you can add audience segments to whichever campaign it is, add them as an observation unless you have the threshold to add it as a targeting audience. And basically in here, what you could do is say, okay, my data segments, my customer list, I'm going to add all of these here. So you can add all of these. There's really no downside to observing performance. And ultimately what you're trying to do is figure out, do some of these lists convert really well? Can we figure out that, hey, these customer match lists tend to work really well for us? These are probably not huge lists for me, but if I took my email list and said, hey, I have an email list of 5,000 people, and I upload that email list and basically I use that for my customer match, then it's going to help me say, okay, at least these 5,000 people are generally interested in marketing. There's probably a lot of small business owners and people that are managing their own ads, a lot of people that work for agencies. So essentially they know we're trying to reach people that are either business owners or people that are marketers. And essentially it's a pretty good audience of, relevant people. I could also exclude that audience if I'm trying to get more subscribers. So how do we upload customer match lists? Basically what we're going to do is we're going to come over here to our tools, and we're going to go into our shared library and our audience manager. So from shared library, audience manager, your data segments, you're going to click on the plus sign and you're going to click on plus customer list. And now what we can do is we can either use an existing connection, Shopify, Google Sheets, Zapier, connect a new product, upload a file manually, or skip this step, add a data source later. This data was collected being shared with Google with compliance with Google's customer match policies. So it is important to understand the policies of customer match. Means you do have to make sure that you have some information in your privacy policy saying, hey, we use first party data in our advertising. So that's a really important thing. Next is going to be, we're going to say Google Sheets. So our connection is going to add new customer data. We're going to click on continue. Now, what I have in my Google Sheet here is this phone list. So what you could do is take this phone list, continue to add phone numbers to it. So every month you just go in and populate the phone numbers from the previous month. And what you're doing is you have an active list of data that Google is going to look at like once a day. So we use Google Sheets. We're going to click on next, sign in with our account. Then it's going to say select data type, emails, phone numbers, and or mail addresses next. Now we want to select and pick a file from Google Drive. Okay, and all I did is I went in and I selected my phone list file, which is in my Google Drive. Now, what you want to do is you want to keep this file in your Google Drive. You can put it in a folder that stays nice and organized just so you know, okay, this is in my ongoing CSV files, customer data, however you want to label it, because you could do this for different clients if you're an agency, or if you're managing for yourself, just keep that Google Drive file active. So it's going to be a Google Sheet within your Google Drive. You're going to link to it one time, and then you're just going to consistently add phone numbers to this. And then what Google is going to do is basically say, okay, we're going to consistently look at this file and see all the phone numbers in it to populate your customer list. So it's really that simple. Okay, now we can click on next. And what it's going to do is going to say automatic field mapping. So you could say there's really only one field mapped. Phone is mapped to phone number, so we can click on next again. And now we have our phone list. Emails, phone numbers, mail addresses. This runs daily. So every single day, Google is going to look at the phone numbers in the list, use that to basically populate our customer data. So really that simple for customer match to make it work. And then to actually target this, so we click on finish, and we'll see this is probably not going to match anything, but click on finish. Okay, now to complete this, what we want to do is click on this, click on plus the customer list, use an existing connection, Google Sheets, phone list, all records. This data was collected, continue. And this is where we can name our segment and basically create our audience. So our audience is going to be called phone call list, however you want to name it. And then this is where you can select your customer match type. So there's a bunch of options in here, loyalty program members, all the way up to cart abandoners, paid subscribers, converted leads, all customers. So a lot of times for this, you could just do all customers, sometimes qualified leads, but not really qualified leads. So I'd probably just do all customers. Kind of makes it like a general audience, the way I look at it. Data is collected, being shared with, yes, save and continue. And now we have our audience created, and you'll see it in here. So if we refresh this page, it should be under the name of phone call, whatever we named it. So if we search phone call lead and phone call list. Now this, all customers. Now what we can do is go into our actual campaigns themselves and say, okay, let's add this into our targeting for our Performance Max campaign. Let's actually go into our signals. And what we're going to do within our signals is we want to say, let's scroll down here. Let's update our audience signal. And let's just make sure we have our customer list there too. This is saying they're not shown due to eligibility issues. So that's pretty much it. Essentially, you have customer lists, you upload them to Google. Google uses those and you use those to help improve your overall targeting. So if you have any questions about customer match lists, please leave them in the comment section. Thanks for watching my video today, and make sure you subscribe to the Surfside PPC YouTube channel.